Hello, this is Michael Rice, aka The Connector, with another edition of The Connector Live. We're going to be continuing in the series called Breaking the Change, and we're focusing on mental conditioning or brainwashing. Um, and basically, what mental conditioning is where you are um, conditioned by mostly verbal remarks by somebody important in your life, and they affect how you think about yourself. For instance, your parent could tell you that you are constantly late, and you're always late for everything, and you're just a late person. You're always going to be late, and initially you will hear the voice outside yourself saying it, and then later on you'll take that and you'll internalize it, and you'll tell yourself, "Well, I'm just a late person," right? And you start telling yourself that, and of course, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. In other words, you'll just be late, and that's kind of like your excuse, right? Which is a monument to nothingness, right? Excuses. Um, but also it has to do with mental. It could be mentally, or a teacher telling you that you will never amount to anything, and then you internalize it. It could be a parent telling you that you're not attractive, that you're not that good looking, or whatever, and then you internalize it. It could be a spouse or somebody you're in a relationship, and somebody tells you, you can't make it without me. You'll never be anything without me. You'll never go well without you. You'll internalize that. A lot of these things are done. Some are done by people being manipulating. Some are done unconsciously, right? A good example of mental conditioning is something they used to do with elephants in the circus, where they would take baby elephants and would tie a rope around one of their legs, and they give them about 6 feet, and they would do this day after day, day after day, day after week, and pretty soon the elephant would kind of acquiesce to the fact he only had 6 feet. Even as an adult, the elephant with just a rope around his leg would accept the limitation of the 6 feet. That's called learned helplessness. We learn this mental conditioning um, keeps us from being who we want to be. So people tell you you can't be anything, you can't do the things you want to do. Somebody might tell you because, and I don't like to give you reasons. They could tell you because you're not the right color, you don't have the right parents, you don't live in the right part of town, you don't got enough education, your background, or something that happened to you. They're the ones who are going to keep you from being who you want to be. And really, and then you take that voice outside yourself and you internalize it, and it keeps you from moving forward in your life. So that's what mental conditioning is. Something that we need to overcome. It happens in our communities. A lot of times we're put in conditions where there's high crime, drugs, and things of that sort, and nothing is done about it. And then we start accepting those conditions as a reality of life. Okay, so it needs to be overcome, and I'm going to talk more in my next segment on how we can overcome mental conditioning and within your own internal self and within your community. And this is Michael Rice saying, keep connecting with your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then join us because we're building a magnificent network, one relationship at a time.